Business success begins with the creation of new products, services, and markets that are needs for people even if they don't know that need or updating something now. We are going to comment on some examples of success through innovation. There are technology companies that may apply in cheap when they affect the industry of the sector. Our first example is Apple. They changed the purchase of music and electronic products, but we all know the story. The next is Uber. The change was from having to take a taxi to requesting a private car to move anywhere. Another is Airbnb. Now it's easier to have a resting place when you travel. They changed the loading industry. And the last one is Amazon. They changed the retail. You can buy online from one page. Now we talk about the technology companies that create new markets and industries. Google, with Search, for a much better online experience. He changed what's in the world of advertising with AdWords. Facebook established the social network market after these other social networks were born. WhatsApp established the market for a personal communications. Through an application it was born. Steam is another success story because it established the online marketplace for game licensing. The companies that did something new, we will mention them below. Number 1 is Nest. They successfully revolutionized the extended thermostat industry, and they did so by answering a question: how can we do this better? They listen to people's complaints and keep applying responses to these problems. Number 2 is Nintendo, who activated players through an interactive video game. Snapchat is the next. They brought photos heading forward to the modern era and brought back a real interest in photos and communication through photos. Slack is number 4. They again brought chat rooms to be more productive, highlighting their usefulness for teams. Polaroid is the next. Before the Polaroid cameras were this ugly and old, with the digitalization era, they found a way to make the cameras in a more attractive way. The number 6, that is Welcome Greetings, they innovate with their greeting cards that have been a hit with consumers who prefer to communicate in memes, emojis, and jokes. Number 7 is Dollar Shave Club, and they made it easier and cheaper to buy razors, and they did it in style. His innovation was in advertising. And number 8, what is GoPro, they took an old product that everyone has, but managed to make it attractive by addressing a large audience. Netflix has 9th position. They came with an innovation on the streaming service. It was a change, but it was also an innovation. The last one is Adidas. They benefit from people growing interest in sport equipment that became athleisure wear. The marketing strategy was good for including World Star. I hope you are already thinking about how to change a product to make a big change in the market. Thanks for your attention.